Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2016. Did 2015 just fly by? Was that just me? 'Cause I feel like 2015 went so quickly. So today's video is going to be just a huge favorites video of products, movies, TV shows, and moments and things that happened in 2015. So quick before I get started, I just want to say that some of these things, especially the movies, may not have come out in 2015, but I did not watch them or see them until 2015, and same with the products. I'm pretty sure that lots of these did not come out in 2015, but I did not discover them until 2015. And then obviously my moments that happened in 2015 did happen in 2015. So let's jump right on in. So the first product I want to talk about, I've only had this for like a month and a half. This was in my December favorites, but I freaking love it. I use it almost every day, and I just am so happy. This was a product that I wanted for months and months and months, and I never got, and I finally made the investment and purchased it, and it was probably the best makeup product I have ever purchased, and that is the Urban Decay Naked 3 eyeshadow palette. I cannot describe in words how much in love I am with this product. I have really brown, like deep brown eyes. You always get those palettes where you like probably like 85% of the colors, and then there's just a couple colors that you're never gonna touch. Already in the month and a half I have owned this, I've used every single color. I love this palette. I can definitely see myself repurchasing this palette when I hit pan on most of the colors because I love it. Okay, moving on. Next, I have a mascara combination that I love. So these two mascaras I have tried on their own, and I wasn't the biggest fan of them on their own, but together, holy banana sandwich, blow me out the window. So what I start with is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. The brush is curled, and then it has small bristles and long bristles. And what I love about this is I love using the long bristles for my top eyelashes, and it just completely lengthens them and fans them out so nicely. And then I like to use the small bristles for my bottom eyelashes. It just gives them a little pop of black on my lashes, and that's exactly what I like, and so this is great. If I didn't have this other mascara to go with it, I would honestly purchase this again just to use on my bottom eyelashes, just because how small it is, it just gets in there and it's perfect. And then after I use that, I love to go over my top eyelashes with the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. This is the original one, and this is the best volumizing mascara from the drugstore I have yet to see. This combined with this is the perfect combination for me. You guys know this is my absolute favorite powder. I have talked about this in many videos, and that is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is the best powder I have found ever. Don't bite me. It lasts all day on your skin, making your skin feel so matte and like doesn't get oily or anything. I love this. I keep it in my purse just in case I do start to get a little bit oily depending on what I'm doing that day. But this, can you play with your... I have never tried a powder that I love more than this. This is the most amazing powder, and again, it's from the drugstore, so it's like $8. And along with that, I love with this foundation, and that is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. I love this foundation. It is a little bit on the pricier side because it is Urban Decay, but I have not found a foundation that lasts all day, keeping your skin feeling matte. I do believe it is like a semi-matte, but for me, it just stays so nicely on my skin. It doesn't cause me to get oily at all. I do have a couple of like drugstore foundations that I love and that are really good, but nothing is nearly as good as this, and it kind of disappoints me because I hate finding something that I love that's $1 million. But oh my gosh, this is such an amazing foundation. I have two eyeliners I want to share. One is a liquid and one is a gel, and I've talked about both of them in previous favorites video. So the liquid eyeliner is the e.l.f. Precision Liquid Eyeliner. This is the best liquid eyeliner I have ever used. The wand on it is so small. You can get such thin lines or such like big thick lines. It is amazing. I have never found another liquid eyeliner that is so easy to get a perfect wing or a perfect cat eye. And then the other eyeliner I want to talk about is Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Eyeliner. So it comes in a little jar like this. It doesn't look like you get a ton of product, but I've been using this for months and I am like not even hit pan on this. I do use it with other, like I do have a ton of eyeliners that I use. So as you can see, like there's still a lot in there. It comes with a little brush and I've bought a couple brushes to try with it. And honestly, I like the brush that this came with the best. It's super small, it's super easy to use. It's really like the handle itself is small, so it's really easy to handle. I absolutely love that. And again, drugstore. Then I have 3 lip products I want to share. I actually like was looking and I'm like, should I talk about all 3? I'm like, yes, I'm going to talk about all 3. The first is a lip gloss, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Lip Gloss. I have so many Urban Decay Naked things. And I got it in the color Love Child. I really like this because it's a really pretty pink. It has just a tiny bit of shine or glitter to it. And I just love this because it is the only lip gloss that feels glossy but doesn't feel sticky, and it doesn't like come off on things. Like I was eating, I was drinking with this, and it did not come off. It is amazing, and it like keeps that nice shine that you want when you have a lip gloss without like the disgusting sticky feeling that like drugstore lip glosses give you. The next one I want to talk about is from BH Cosmetics, and this is called Color Lock. I have it in the color True Heart, and I talked about this, how this is exact dupe for MAC's Ruby Woo. I did like test out the 2 comparison against each other because I wanted to see the MAC one is a matte lipstick. Pros about that one is it does last a lot longer than that one does. Pros towards the Color Lock. Cheaper. It's not a matte, so it goes on a lot nicer than the MAC one does. The MAC one, honestly, I said this before, it feels like you are putting a moist piece of chalk on your lips. That one is a lot smoother, a lot more moisturizing. It doesn't last as long, but it still lasts. Like I wore it throughout the entire day and I probably only had to touch it up twice. So it's still really good. And the last lipstick I want to talk about is the Revlon Ultra HD lipstick. I have this in the color Poppy. I did a versus video on this way back in the day, and I love this lipstick. It is just like a really nice orangey red. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I would like this. I didn't like how the actual lipstick was. I thought it'd be really difficult to apply the lipstick, but it applies really nicely. It stays on, it's really moisturizing. It is like kind of matte, but it's still super moisturizing, so it's so nice. Then I have 4 products I want to talk about from Lush because I love Lush. First one is a body scrub, and this is called the Rough and the Smooth. So it comes in like a square. It smells like ginger and cinnamon and like a little bit like pumpkin. I really hope this is permanent. This launched in October, so I'm kind of scared that it was part of like the fall collection, and I haven't like gone back and like looked for it again because obviously I still have a ton I need to use. So I haven't gone back and looked for it again, but I really hope it's permanent. This is such a good body scrub. It's a really good exfoliant. I haven't tried it on my face yet, but like I love scrubbing it on my feet. I love scrubbing it anywhere where I have dead skin. It just removes it. And the best thing about it is it makes your skin feel so soft. I have talked about this 1,000 times probably, and this is the Ocean Salt, and it is a face and body scrub. I haven't tried this one on my body, but I use this all the time on my face to exfoliate, and I love it. It smells like seaweed and the ocean. It is amazing, and it is just such a good natural exfoliant. I absolutely love this. I use it in the shower. I just like take a glob and I just wash my face with it, and I love it. If you leave it on your face for just a little bit, it starts to really tingle, which I love. I love like feeling that tingly because I feel like it's really getting down into my pores and cleaning. I absolutely love that product. This is my 3rd one of the Ocean Salts. Love it. Then I have 2 face masks I want to talk about. The first one is Cupcake. This is my 2nd batch of Cupcake, and I haven't even touched it yet. So it's still in its gloop in the jar here. It smells like so rich, deep chocolate. It is amazing. This is really, really great if you have oily skin, which I do. I really like using more than one mask. So what I'll do with the cupcake is I will put it on my nose here and kind of like just on my cheeks, right in my oily spots, and it just like the oil right out. It is amazing. It doesn't leave your skin feeling dry, which is fantastic. And the next one I want to talk about is one that I just got. I've used it 3 times now. And another thing about the Lush face masks is it looks like you don't get a ton, but I've already used this 3 times and I still have a ton left. I do use more than one mask usually, so I don't put an entire thing all over my face, but it still lasts so long. This is so amazing. It says it's for irritated skin, so I put this on my forehead and then a little bit on my cheeks and my chin here. I can't even describe how it felt. It wasn't moisturizing, but my skin felt so soft afterwards. It didn't feel moist and wet and dewy, but it felt so soft. Like my skin was dry, but it still felt so soft. And like people always associate like moisturizers with being soft, but it was like I took that off and I was just incredibly impressed. I will continue to purchase that because it was fantastic. Now we're going to move on to movies and TV shows that I loved this year. And again, a few of these did not come out in 2015. I just want to point that out, so I don't want any comments being like, hey, that didn't come out this year. What are you talking about? Yes, it did not come out this year, but I did not actually watch it until this year. So remember that when I say that. And the first one I want to talk about is a scary movie that I loved, and that is the movie Sinister. This is a double movie, so it came with Insidious 2, but I'm only talking about Sinister. This is the best scary movie I have seen in a really long time. I love scary movies, but I have really high expectations for them. 1, they have to scare me, obviously. 2, I hate scary movies where there's stupid, out of place nudity. I cannot stand that. Years ago, I watched the most recent Friday the 13th, and I was hating it the whole time. I was like, why does that girl have to be naked right now? Why? So stupid. And so I like couldn't even have a chance to be scared because I was so annoyed with that. And so many scary movies these days have that, where it's more basically porn than scary movie. And I am sorry, but Friday the 13th was that. This movie had 0 nudity right off the bat, so that was great. It wasn't insanely gory. I don't even remember if there was blood at all. There was parts where there should have been blood, but I don't remember if you actually see it. So it's very tastefully handled. I don't necessarily like gory movie, but same thing with the nudity. It has to have a place. Just throwing it out there right now, I love the Saw movies. Absolutely love them. And yes, they are gory as shit. But those movies actually have like reason for it. And you know what? Those movies are good enough, and the plot and storyline is so good that I am okay with the gore in those movies. But if it is a horrible, horrible, horrible movie and it's just tons of blood and tons of like boobs and tits, no, not happening. Not a fan. This movie, Sinister, was phenomenal. Ethan Hawke in it was amazing. I have yet to find a good recent scary movie to actually scare me. I haven't found a good scary movie that's actually kept me up at night since I was like maybe like 10 years old. But this movie actually scared me to the point where when I got up in the middle of the night to either let Weasley out to go to the bathroom or I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I was actually scared that like Bagul was hiding around the corner and he was gonna come and take me. That's the first time a scary movie has done that to me in years. Next movie I want to talk about, this one did come out in 2016, and that is Inside Out. You guys know that I saw this and I loved it, and it was so good. I saw this with my friend Nicole in theaters. I saw this with my brother in theaters, and then I just recently got this for Christmas. I probably think this is my favorite Pixar movie. It is right up there with Finding Nemo and Monsters, Inc. This movie was so good. It was funny, but not stupid funny, where it was like fart jokes. It was legitimately funny for legit reasons. I cannot describe how much I loved this movie. I loved every single character. And this movie, along with the next movie I'm going to talk about, I really hope that when I go to Disney World, I really want to meet Fear. I don't know if you can meet them, but like if I could meet Fear, there he is. If I could meet Fear, that would be like my biggest wish when I go to Disney World. Not really, but I really want to meet him. Next movie, again, didn't come out in 2015. It came out in 2014, right at the end of 2014. I saw it in theaters twice, and holy moly, I loved this movie so much that it deserves a place in this video, even though it did not come out. It came out in 2014. I did not get it on DVD until 2015, so that is my justification for showing this in my video, because this movie is freaking fantastic, and that is Big Hero 6. Have you seen this movie? Go watch this movie. I was completely blown away by this movie, and this movie actually is the reason why I no longer watch Disney trailers. Bear with me when I explain why. The only trailer I saw for Big Hero 6 was the very first one. All you see in that trailer is Hero sitting at his computer, and he is designing Baymax in his red suit, and then when he's all done and he's all excited to see like what he created, big white Baymax comes out, and he's just kind of like, what? That was the only trailer I saw for that movie. So I went into that movie knowing absolutely nothing that was going to happen, and I cannot tell you how completely amazed I was with that movie. It was the best movie I've seen in a really long time. I cried, I laughed so hard. I know Fred's little theme song he sings, and I sing it everywhere I go. I love that movie. I bought a Baymax dress for when I go to Disney World, and along with me wanting to meet Fear, I so freaking badly want to meet Baymax. When I go to Disney World, I want to meet Baymax, Fear, and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. If I see those three characters, I will lose my mind. I do not care if that line is an hour long. I am waiting. Tori, please wait with me. Okay, one more movie I want to talk about, then I'm moving on to TV shows. You are cold! Cold, doggy! The last movie I want to talk about is Jurassic World. Cold! I was so excited to hear that this movie was coming out. I am a huge Jurassic Park fan. It is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. And honestly, I think this one I liked better than the second and the third one. It does not in any way, shape, or form beat the original Jurassic Park. Nothing ever will, but it was still fantastic. Did have its little cheesy, corny moments, but I loved it. I loved the ending. Some people thought it was a little overdone, but I loved it. I thought it was so good how they brought it all together, and I loved it, and I can't wait for Jurassic World 2 or whatever they're going to call it. Please stop licking me. You're cold. Oh, you want your ball? Do you want to play with your ball? Get your ball. Now I have 3 TV shows that I want to talk about. 2 I started watching this year. 1 I actually just started recently, and I'm already on season 3. The first one I want to talk about is The Office. This started a million years ago, but this year I watched the final season, and it brought me to tears. That show ended perfectly. I cannot think of another show that I was more happy with the ending. I loved the ending of Friends, but I think The Office ended better. The Office and Friends are by far my favorite shows ever, and it was so absolutely sad to see The Office end. You always are worried about shows like that, like, is it gonna end good? Because for me, I loved How I Met Your Mother, and I hated the ending. Absolutely hated it. I probably need to do an entire video about how much I loved The Office, and I will eventually. The ending was perfect. I'm not going to say anything to ruin it for anyone who wants to watch it and is wanting to see the end. What is he chewing on? For me, the ending was somewhat ruined. My own fault. I was looking on Pinterest and I just saw a post that was clearly the ending. So that ruined it for me, but I still was so excited, and I still brought me to tears, and it was still so amazing. And I love The Office, and I'm sad that it's gone, but it ended really well. And the 2 shows that I started watching this year are Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The Killing. If you like Friends, if you like The Office, you will love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's on Netflix. It has Andy Samberg, Terry Crews. Holy moly, this show is hysterical. It's a cop show, but it's not like a super detective drama or anything. It's actually hilarious. My sister's boyfriend was over and he was like, hey, you guys like The Office and Friends. Have you guys watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I think you would like it. And so we started watching it. It was about 10 o'clock and we were watching it until 3 o'clock in the morning. And The Killing. Complete 180 from The Office or Friends or Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But it is such a great crime drama. It's about a woman and her partner and they're solving a murder, and it's actually only one murder in the entire first 2 seasons, but it's so intense. It's so good. I didn't think I would love it, but I really, really do. And now we're going to talk about moments that happened to me in 2015 that were amazing. I couldn't put these in order of what was better than the other, so I'm just going to go and read off my list I have here. So the first 2 things were 3 shows I saw. So I saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway, Imagine Dragons in concert, and Celine Dion in concert. Absolutely amazing, all of them. I've wanted to see Beauty and the Beast for years. You guys know that's my favorite movie of all time, and I was like, I need to go see this show, and I did. My sister and I went to see it together, and it was so good. I loved it. Then Imagine Dragons, I saw with my brother. I have a vlog of when we went together, so I will link that down below if you want to watch it. That was such a fun show. It was such a good experience. It was my little brother's very first concert, so he was super excited to see it, and he loves Imagine Dragons, so it was really exciting to see him so excited for that. And then we saw Celine Dion in Vegas. That was a really good show too, and I've loved Celine Dion probably my whole life, and so it was really exciting and really cool to see her, and we got to go see her for my mom's 50th birthday, which she was so excited for, and she's wanted to see her more than I can even describe. So it was really good to give her that birthday present. Next thing on my list is both starting and finishing school. So I went back to school in January to do my unit clerk certificate, and I finished in August, and it was a crazy 8 months. Absolutely crazy. I've never been so exhausted in my life. I barely had 1 day off a week because I had school 4 days a week and then I was working 2 days a week. So technically I would have Saturdays off, but I was always busy on Saturdays. Like, I feel like I had probably months in a row where I did not get to sleep in once. It was crazy. It was hard, but I am so glad that I pulled through and I finished, because that leads me to my next thing, and that is my new job that I just recently got. I talked about that a little bit in my December favorites, but I got a job recently as the unit clerk, and I'm so excited to start. I have already started, but it's been so exciting, and I'm still working at Home Depot part-time. I'm only going to be working there 3 days a week, and then at the hospital, as much as they'll schedule me, because I'm only casual. But it's so exciting, and it's just nice to finally have a job and see my hard work that I worked so hard for 8 months pay off, and I'm so proud of myself for getting here, and now I have a great job, and I'm just so excited. So the next thing is my new tattoo that I got. I know I posted a picture somewhere in one video eventually. I don't know if I'll be able to get a picture on this because I think I lost it. But I got on my ribs here, it's a Celtic symbol that means happiness, along with the words, now I'm going to be invincible. At some point I'm going to do a tattoo and piercing video where I will go more into detail about what that tattoo means, because this is probably already a 5-hour long video, everything I've been talking about. But it felt so good to get this tattoo. I've wanted it for a really long time. It took me a lot of planning and deciding what exactly I wanted, and I'm beyond happy with the results. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Weasley, don't take my movie. Every single day looking at it is just a reminder that it may have taken me a long time to get where I am and to actually be happy and be myself, but I'm finally here. Quickly, I forgot one thing I want to say before I do my absolute favorite thing that happened this year. One thing that happened this year that was exciting was I actually started my YouTube channel. So I've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel for a while, and one day I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna film a video, I'm gonna figure out this whole editing game, and I'm gonna start my own YouTube channel, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's been difficult at times with my footage getting lost and everything, but I'm so happy. And my very last thing, I'm sure you guys know what this is. He's been running around in the back the whole video, but that was getting my little Weasley. I am so happy to have a puppy in my life again. He can be the biggest brat at times, like right now, where I'm trying to be like, look how cute he is, and he won't stop biting me. But I love this little guy more than anything. He puts a smile on my face every single time I see him. He's such a good, he is such a good boy. He's so smart. Like, I actually can't believe how smart this little stinker is. And he just is so happy, and I love him to death. And I'm so happy we have a puppy again. Oh, thanks for the smooches. And I just love this little guy so much, and I can't. So there you have it. Those are my favorite things that have happened this year, my favorite moments, my favorite movies and TV shows, and my favorite products I've discovered this year. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so excited for 2016 now, and I really hope you guys are all excited for 2016. I know this year is going to be great, and I can't wait for it to begin. So Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying the new year already. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.